Halloween Terror is almost over, so we look forward to what is next. Might we actually see a big piece of new content dropping pretty soon? And it turns out Overwatch is far from dead. This and more in this week's episode of the Omnic Recap. Welcome to the Omnic Recap. I am D from the Omnic Post, and every Sunday we look back at what happened in the past week in Overwatch. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see all of my future videos and help me out by giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you. The Halloween Terror event is drawing to an end. Next Tuesday or Wednesday, well, maybe Thursday. It's kind of hard to tell with Blizzard these days. The spooky skins are going back behind key and lock and key. They're disappearing, okay? And Junkenstein will retreat back to his vacation home over in South Florida. Do you realize that this might have been the last time we did this event in Overwatch? Hopefully we'll get to do it again in Overwatch 2 next year. Fingers crossed. But the $1 million question, or the 854,387 euro question is, what is next? Like I said last week, in the second week of December, the Winter Wonderland event will be kicked off, which gives us a gap in the calendar of about 6 weeks. That is ample time for a challenge, right? And it might actually be happening a little sooner than we think. Unless you think it might be happening next week or the week after that, then you're right. Let me explain. This weekend we were supposed to have BlizzCon, Blizzard's annual community event over in Anaheim, California. I would have been there getting my last minute tan and stuffing my bags with Sour Patch Kids. Oh my god, I love those. We would most likely have gotten a really big update on Overwatch 2. It isn't too far-fetched. No, not the Pokemon. Far-fetched. That this update would have included a piece of lore content. An animated short, for instance. And tied into that animated short, a brand new challenge. One that rewards us with a gorgeous skin. Now, if that was the case, if they had some content planned, they might just keep it for BlizzCon 9, or, you know what I mean. They release it this week or maybe next week. The last few weeks we've seen the release of 2 chapters in the Tracer comic, which actually had a challenge tied into it, and that tell her story leading up to Overwatch 2. We'll see more chapters in the coming months. But what about the other heroes? There are a ton of stories to tell. Where did Genji get that hoodie? And why, oh why, did Reinhardt decide to go for the man bun that late in his life? But seriously, they have a ton of stories to tell, and they'll tell most of them in Overwatch 2. We need some build up here. Just give me a Reinhardt challenge. Come on! You can do it! For what character would you guys like to see a story, a challenge, before the release of Overwatch 2? Let me know in the comments below. I would be extremely surprised if they did nothing in the coming 6 weeks. On the other hand, it's 2020. It even took James Bond this week. Rest in peace, Mr. Connery. One thing we'll definitely get to see is balancing updates. And talking about those, this week the balancing changes we saw in the experimental card last week made it to the live servers. All of them, including the Widowmaker nerf. While the only change that didn't make it in was Baptiste's huge amplification field. But it is coming. Blizzard confirmed that they are going to do it, they just kind of need to tune the art. Look, like some of my viewers said over on Twitch, twitch.tv/ATOMIIXTV, just replace that art with Symmetra's wall. There, job done. Moving on. Check this video if you want to learn more about all of those changes. During the quarterly results meeting, Blizzard revealed that Overwatch currently has 10 million monthly active users. That is, a lot of people. Especially since this game is already 4.5 years old. Back in the day, at its peak, they had 40 million, but come on. This game is basically in a standby mode, so it's impressive. I asked my followers over on the Omnic Post if they actually still actively played Overwatch, and 80% of them said, yes, jawohl, oui, ne, si. That's about all the languages I know. I guess the other 20% is just following the Omnic Post because they're a fan of my glorious beard. Or because they're waiting for Overwatch 2. Yeah, oh, that makes more sense. In a few months, actually around when they're going to do BlizzCon 9, I will have been doing the Omnic Post for 4 years. That's insane. I want to thank you all for the continuous support. It is kind of crazy that after 4 years, the things we've done together, it warms my heart if I had one. All of my Halloween giveaways are nearly done. You just have about a few hours left to take part in those. And tomorrow on Monday, I'll be announcing the winners. I'll be announcing the winner of the contest we did on this channel in the community tab and on Twitter. So keep an eye on those. And there's more giveaways coming pretty soon. So stay tuned. And that was it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. Check out my other channels, the Pop Noob, where I talk about Funko Pops, and ATOMIIXVLOGS, my tech and traveling channel. I'm doing so much traveling during this lockdown. Follow the Omnic post over on Instagram and Twitter for the latest updates on Overwatch and Overwatch 2. And you can follow me on all those same channels as ATOMIIXTV. ATOMIIX is 2 eyes. I stream 5 days a week on twitch.tv/ATOMIIXTV. And as always, you can find all of the links in the description below. Thank you all for watching. See you next week. Bye bye. Is this a good idea? Is this something I should do? Just have a crow sitting on my shoulder? I don't know. It will help with social distancing. I can tell you that. Hey buddy, how you doing? Please don't poop on my shoulder.